Hello everyone and welcome to Laberinto de Divisas. My name is José Ricaurte Jaén and today we're going to start with the Asian sessions. Just giving you the first sort of like liquid perspective outlook of what's going on one of the main sessions when it comes to currency trading. Remember please that all information in these videos, all the content involved is for educational purposes only. This is not an offer for you to sell or buy any currency, or this video does not imply that you are receiving by any means financial advice. Alright, okay, so today is Monday already, Monday, January 15, 2018, and we're recording live from Dubrovnik in the Republic of Croatia. Very good. So let's jump. A couple of things we're going to look at. I always want to share with everyone what's going on. A little bit of sort of old news mixing up with what actually could happen in the short term with Bitcoin. And I'm just going to jump directly to the headlines. And last week, around Wednesday, we have how Kraken, one of the most important exchanges, actually went down as far as what they call downtime. And when you're a tech company, when you're serving via the digital services, call it whatever outlet, it's Facebook, of course not Facebook because your page would be supported by them, but all these sites, Facebook, Twitter, even software as a service companies, what they call the SaaS, all these companies, they have the downtime as a metric, meaning that their servers are up and running. And of course, this is the first time that it takes a couple hours, and you can see here, the whole thing was like Kraken. They were sort of calming down investors, saying that their funds were okay. So that didn't help in the whole thing of the Bitcoin narrative, as far as that prices keep crashing all the way from 20,000, and they keep correcting 20, sometimes 30% per day. That's still, as they said, compared to traditional asset, of course that's a lot, but you're talking now, if you want to label Bitcoin as an asset, you're talking of something totally different. Now we're going to CoinDesk just to give an idea of something here on the 3-month view. One of the things you have to keep in mind is, like, right now we're trading around 13,000 and a half, if you want to put it in perspective. The price of Bitcoin can easily drop all the way back to mid 12,500 or all the way to 10,000 if you want to put it in perspective. And maybe, why not, going all the way to below the 8,000 mark and still will be a buy. Now, remember that if you look at your technical analysis 101, okay, you look at here and you see we have one high, lower high, lower high. Now these highs, of course, it's higher than the previous, but this high is lower than the main high at we're looking at December 16. So this is describing you lower highs. It's a pattern, it's a technical pattern to describe a bearish trend. Now, of course, a break and close above the 17,000 level will indicate that there's a strong buying momentum coming back into Bitcoin, but you should not be surprised if it goes down. What you have to do? Well, it depends. If you are just going directly buying one Bitcoin, well, you know how much money you have to put up front to get one coin, and then you have to wait. It's a buy and hold situation. Now, if you're trading these via any brokerage, calling AvaTrade or any other brokerage that you want to mention or think about that is offering you, just remember that their risk management, most of them were not prepared basically for the directional market, so they lost money, and not all of them are paying back. Just keep this in mind. The idea will be for you to diversify in other cryptocurrencies that, let's say, yes, they have a more cost-effective acquisition value, meaning they're trading for 25 cents, $1. Maybe take a look at Ripple. Just an idea. And that was what I want to share with every one of you today. Now, let's just go back to the charts and let's go take a look at, I'm going to go quickly at using the Forex Black Book to see the levels on the American dollar versus the Japanese yen, and I'm just going to pull it here right away USD is gonna have the Great British Pound against the Japanese yen. Now, very important, we have to see in the short term, we have on the bottom of the Forex Black Book, we have the green bar coming, and that should indicate us that we are looking for buys. Now, of course, you want to buy these, and always very important in this business of trading, you want to buy low, sell high, and you want to sell high, buy low. You won't last long if you do the opposite. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So you have to pay attention to this. Now, of course, we have sort of support around this area, this level here, from 152 all the way to 151.80. Of course, if it drops, we'll go back to a very interesting as far as having this value here, the down value 151.30, and this could be a much better entry point if you're looking to go long. Now, if you realize last Friday we have a massive bullish momentum that favored the Great British Pound. That was not the case for the US dollar against the Japanese yen. That continue the trend line. If I take in the 4 hour, I'm just gonna put it this way here, just moving, and take a trend line and show you exactly what is happening. Of course, if we want to see a shift in momentum, this will require a break and close above all the way to the 111, and of course prices will have to come down, retest the trend line, bearish trend line, and then push higher for us to change our views into this pair. Now, this also teaches you another lesson in currency market. What it's true for one currency does not necessarily has to apply to the other one. In this case, as I said, the prices on the pair USD versus JPY, they continue the downtrend, and then on Friday we got this big, massive bullish momentum pushing higher the cross GBPJPY. Now, just always keep that in mind. Okay, so we have here the levels. Remember, looking to buy as low as possible to join the trend, if that is the case. And if there's a continuation in this trend, we're looking for sells all the way back to 111.25. Only a break and close above the 111.30 level that will suggest that prices may push higher. That's the case for these yen pair and the yen crosses. Okay, so just extend your invitation. Make sure you subscribe, leave any comments, and we'll see you back during the European session. Thank you for watching.